The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Beavers have their offense in high gear. Wideout in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this...
Touchdown, Oregon State! They grab the early lead. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm
over there, dudes.
that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the App State Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this
That's
game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two. Because you're just asking to get picked off.
Using the quick game. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He makes the connection. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got the quick pass.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He wants to throw. It's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage.
Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Beaver! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
Awesome.
They're up 14 over Louisville. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. He's got him in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Running back searching for a hole. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Did you see that?
We've reached the end
Did
of the
you see
quarter,
that moons over Miami?
has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
What?
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Rides to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag.
75. Nigga, what is you doing?
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Right.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie on the door, baby. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Number 60, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field.
Use your words, bro.
If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
One might be ogre. One might be ogre.
You gotta go tempo. You're gonna have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties, no more turnovers.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 30.
You might be ogre.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to throw it again. This time he's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Here's my Boger.
They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And you
Y'all needed to be left.
Will line up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
I'll tell you something about being left.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up,
like
these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Unbelievable.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Come on, man. Pick the block up, tight end. That's how you don't get no burn. That's how you don't get no burn.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot.
That's all I ask. Just catch it.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short
You
gain.
might have to punt
Come
this.
to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
Oh, he just ran by him, guy. That's what I don't like.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect
Hey,
what's
Boger.
happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Push down for the tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Yes. That's on me.
Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beaver!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Good man.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You got it?
The kick is
Don't charge you up, baby.
Put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup.
All day.
Has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches.
Yeah, because I ain't
right
want
now.
them to steal my
This offense
shit.
has been electric. They're up by
Man, I don't know this neighborhood.
over Louisville. We'll circle
You,
back.
you asked that man. I gotta go talk to that man because you asked him who that car. He ain't did it yet.
Keeping an eye on it for us. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first
I had to go
half,
get my
but
shit.
maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some
I always
points.
hated
And you're
my
right,
shit.
Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall
Where's
and
the
makes
step
the
of that?
stop.
And offenses nowadays,
It's
they're really
dead,
just
too.
counting numbers. How many guys?
That mean you've been on both of them all day.
How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back.
Oh, that's good
He's
defense.
dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some.
He's looking deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop
That
him.
boy
They don't
slinging
have
that
any
bitch. I don't know where I found
This guy already
this
has over
quarterback
100
from.
yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The Beavers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Beavers want to move quickly. They'll try to run it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it's...
Ah, you almost bit me, boy.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the offense will take any help it can get, and it got a little.
Ow. Hey, hold on, dude. Hold on.
Wait, some.
Hold on, let me do this real quick.
They're going to run it. Just hammer it with his again. He knows this is
He
way
nasty,
into the
boy.
end zone.
You
He's
nasty.
happy to reach
Ah,
the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's
don't be
been there
tickle,
regularly
man.
in the
I almost
first
bit me.
Yeah, most people are happy with several touchdowns in a
Tickle,
season, but feed
tickle.
him and he keeps getting in the end zone. Can you
Your
throw
mama
a
said she
touchdown?
wants
Those
you
stats
to.
are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive line for keeping up together.
They'll try to hold to their lead.
Oh.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Oh, dude. Hold on.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw.
My
And that
friends
was
got
going
me.
to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the
Oh,
football
hang out.
from
My
its
name is
intended
Happy
target?
too.
Nice job.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. The give from the gun. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quickly complete.
Breaking butts is what I do.
Backwards after that
You want your booty, bro?
They had it drawn up. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. The completion well past the sticks. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Red pass, it's complete. Stopped after making the catch.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to throw it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35.
Another touchdown, make up for that pick. So
Before he stopped. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he stuffs his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He wants it all. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass.
Hey, I got glasses on.
Bunch formation for these receivers. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down.
Okay, well, shit, okay.
Really need to pick
Now
up
that I
this
know.
conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Nice job of awareness on defense
Whoa.
there on that 3rd down. You're expecting
That's how you
the
feel
offense
about
to
me?
throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he was.
Touchdown, Oregon State. And the beatdown has ensued. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just
Well, I thought
decided,
you
man, I'm
on the
gonna use
bed.
myself. I'm gonna use
How you
my
up? I thought you was going to bed.
on the board. He did just that.
What are you doing?
You blowing that dust off my PlayStation. It's got a lot of dust on it.
Lining up to tack one more
I need
onto
to get
that
one of
lead.
them dusters for like a keyboard.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this
Sorry.
lead.
Yeah, he saw.
Check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field.
You got a party, my boy?
Last time, David, they'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No
I
rhythm,
told you
got
I
off
traded
the
it.
field really quickly. They need to put some.
What she tell you to do?
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last
I thought you had to
gotta
potty.
take a collective breath.
So what you doing?
Playing like a unit on this one.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Sure did.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
they're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running back,
he's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
He did that. He needed that.
Appalachian State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that.
Watch your pee-pee hands, boy.
His speed, he was gone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
there is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And tackled there by the defense.
Who the fuck is this nigga? Oh, you pulled all my niggas. Nah, I need him in here for another series, my boy.
Great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Motion from the outside.
Hey.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game, because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as
Oh my God.
Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
What's up, booty dudes?
Another incompletion on third down. And the field goal
Go to
unit is
bed.
on the field.
Number 19 on the field.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns.
Can't bite muscle, boy.
For every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Let me see.
After putting 3 on the board,
big
the
dog.
unit ready to go.
You're a big dog, huh?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Beaver! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
What are you doing now? Hey!
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Go to bed, boy. I'm trying to play in the cheeks, boy. It's been a week, boy. Go to bed so I can play in your mama cheeks, boy. It's been a week, boy. It's been a week, boy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
You gotta hang on, booty.
State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take a 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards, and the
He'd be around his cousins.
It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone.
Let this man be great around his cousins.
They just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion.
What's up, Steven? What's up, Steven? He was asking for Bobby.
It's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yes, I is.
And here comes the Beaver offense.
Now, who are you, Steven?
Play of the drive from the 39. To the air. It's Coffee. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what
Good night, my boy.
in college football this weekend. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 20 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Oh, that boy got loose.
There he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, App State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board. So it's not all bad.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh,
Build
man,
the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Coffee. Trying to get behind the defense. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Beaver! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. No one there to stop him. Except the foul in the strike zone reverse the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong for them. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's caught. Off he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide out in motion. Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Now adjusting. He'll let one go down the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Oh, what are you doing?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23. And this fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try. Field goal is good.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception.
That's why
to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
Oh, my God.
And the offense makes the
He just throwing that bitch away.
After the interception, drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down, trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself. Stumbled to the ground. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.